In all the greetings we have talked about, the time-specific greeting, the task-specific greeting, the situation or event-specific greeting, whichever it is, we usually add the vocable O to the greeting.
Ghana, my wonderful Ghana. Ghana, our beautiful Ghana. We have a story to tell. We have the best in music. The people are so nice. Akwaba, welcome. We have the best in music. We have the best jollof. The people are so nice. Miawezolo, welcome. Ose, a piece of Ghana with Kwan Pa. A piece of Ghana with Kwan Pa.
Hi people, thank you so much for joining us in this episode 3 of A Piece of Ghana with Kwan Pa. This is the series on greetings in the Akan setting of Ghana. In episode 1, we talked about time-specific greetings. In episode 2, we talked about situation-specific or event-specific greetings. And then we also talked about task-specific greetings. In this final episode of the greetings series, we are going to talk about certain traditional protocols that you must observe in certain instances, certain greetings, certain responses, and certain wishes when it comes to traditional protocol. Let's start this way. You go out to visit a friend in the morning and you have your conversation and everything. When you are about to leave and you tell this person you are leaving, the person is required to wish you well, and it is the greeting at the end of the conversation when you are finally leaving the house. The person wishes you well, and so he says, "Due ni awo, due ni awo, due ni awo." If we are breaking it down, due ni awo. Now, it is assumed that it is morning, and as you are leaving his house, you are going to face the cold weather. And so the person says, "Due ni awo," letting you know that he shares in your pain, or he empathizes with you because you are leaving the warmth of his house. You are stepping out to face the cold weather. And so if it is the morning and somebody pays you a visit and the person is leaving, once the person is about to step out, you say, "Due ne awo, due ne awo." That is in the morning. And the person responds, "Yo medase." In other words, thank you, because you are sharing in his plight of facing the weather after leaving your house. So after leaving the house, he's sharing in your plight. Now, in the afternoon, when you pay somebody a visit and you are leaving, the same thing. Once you are about to step out of the house, the person will say, "Due ni owia, due ni owia, due ni owia." That is for afternoons. When you pay somebody a visit and you are about to leave, the person who has been paid the visit, the person is required to empathize with you by saying "Due ni owia" for the afternoon. That means as you step out of his house, you are going to face the scorchy sun. And so the person is empathizing with you. The person is sharing the pains of the scorchy sun you are about to face. That pain, the person is telling that, "Oh, I am so sorry about that. Unfortunately, you have to go through the sun and then go back to where you are going." So if it is afternoon, the person will say, "Due ni owia," and the response will be, "Yo medase." Due ni owia, yo medase. In the evening, if somebody pays you a visit and the person is leaving, once the person is about to step out of your house, you say, "Due ni onyunu, due ni onyunu," because the person is about to step out once again, to step out the weather and then light. because not every place has been lighted. And so the person is going to step out to face the weather and to face darkness. So you say, due ni nyunu, or due ni onyunu. That is for evening, when the person pays you a visit and the person is about to step out. This shows that you empathize with the person. You wish you could help the person, but unfortunately the person will have to still go through the darkness, will have to go through the cold and get home. So in the morning, the person will say, when you are about to step out after paying him a visit. In the afternoon, the person will say, when you are about to step out after paying him a visit. In the evening, the person will say, when you are about to step out after paying the person a visit. This is what is right in the Akan setting as far as greetings and wishes are concerned. Now, let me add what we call vocables. Vocables. In all the greetings we have talked about, the time-specific greeting, the task-specific greeting, the situation or event-specific greeting, whichever it is, we usually add the vocable O to the greeting. It is accepted. So for instance, time-specific, when you are greeting in the morning, you say, Machi. We can add the vocables O to the greeting, and I will have Machio. It is the same thing. You can either say Machi or Machio. In the afternoon, you can say Maha or Mahao. So the O vocables, we can always add it to any type of greeting. If it is task specific, Aiko already has the vocables at the end. So Aiko or Ejuma, you can add Ejuma, and the person respond Ejuma ye. So the O is just for emphasis, for the person to know that indeed you are greeting him or her. When it comes to the wishes, the response, the kind of greetings you do when the person is about to step out, the same vocables will work. You can either say Duene awo or Duene awo. You can say Duene oria, or you can say Duene orio. Or for the evening, you can say Duene onyunu, or you can say Duene nyunu. So whichever greeting it is, the vocables O, you can always add it to the greeting, or you can do it without the greeting. Whichever it is still accepted. And so when somebody is greeting you with or without the vocable O, it is still accepted in the Akan setting as far as greetings are concerned. In this final episode of Akan greetings, let's quickly add the final one when it comes to greetings and certain formalities, traditional formalities or traditional protocols. When you pay someone a visit by yourself, just you, without any second person or any third party, just you, and you pay the person a visit, the person is supposed to ask you your mission after the person has offered you water. Now, when the person brings the water, and we may treat that in another episode, because it is traditionally not right to reject water from the person you are visiting. Even if you have drank a full cup of water just before going to the house, you are required to accept the water and at least take a sip. Now remember, I'm talking about what is traditionally accepted. Now, because of some excuses, including COVID-19, which bedeviled us some years back, people will just make it pass. But please, even if you will not drink the water, even if you can't take a sip, accept the water and then put it by your side. That is what is right when it comes to our traditional protocols. So when you pay the person a visit, the person gives you water, you've accepted. Now the next thing is that the person will ask you your mission. At this juncture, when you have been asked your mission, yebisa ekwan so. If you are alone, you can start by saying minkrano bone. No matter the mission you have brought, still start by saying minkrano bone. Even if you come bearing bad news, always start by saying minkrano bone, because it has a special way of calming the person down. And then if you are bearing bad news, usually you continue by saying bone kura yikrem. Some people say bone kura yikru debi, bone kura yikrem, because we believe that even if I come bearing bad news, we still have it under control. The fact that you've been able to move there and you have settled and you are giving your mission, you can say bonekura yikrem. In other words, even if I come bearing bad news, we have control over that. And so that is when you are alone, and then you continue after saying minkrano bone, then you tell the person why you pay the visit. If it is more, if you don't go alone, but you go with another person, a second person, a third person, when you are asked your mission, you must not go ahead to tell your mission. You must always refer to you must always confer with the people you came with before you put out your mission. So usually they will say, and then if you paid the visit with another person or two people, you will say webi sebi, and then the two people or the number of people who are with you will say manenko before you put out your mission. This is what is accepted. Otherwise, you are breaking traditional protocol when it comes to paying somebody a visit and then putting out your mission. So to recap this episode, when you pay somebody a visit and you go by yourself, just you, without any other second person, third person, when you are asked your mission, always start by saying minkrano bone, even if you come bearing bad news, say minkrano bone. Now, if you go with a second person, a third person, or if actually it's a party, and then you have to tell your mission. Once you are asked a kwan so, that is your mission, always confer with the others. Tell them yebi sebi, and then let the people give you the go ahead manenko, and then you can go ahead and then start your giving your mission. This is what is right in the Akan setting when it comes to greetings, wishes, and then amanie when you are putting out your mission. This part of the presentation is quite expansive, and so we will do a whole new episode on amaniebo, how to put out your mission the right way. When you come bearing good news, when you come bearing not so good news, and when you come bearing extremely bad news. Whatever it is, there's a way to do that. And we will do that in another series when it comes to A Piece of Ghana with Kwan Pa. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you in the next episode.
Ghana ya nishemaye ose yewo koko wo meimo ose yewo tima wo meimo ose yewo oyo wo meimo ose afe Kwan Pa yewo meimo ose ose yekano mese mawening sewu free Ghana mawening sewu ye Ghana mawening sewu free Ghana mawening sewu ye Ghana Ghana ya nishemaye ose yewo koko meimo ose yewo tima wo meimo ose yewo backside wo meimo ose afi ejako ni mo owo meimo ose palm wine music yewo meimo ose Kwan Pa yensu yewo meimo ose every year